Hey guys, this is UBR Tech and I'm back with another video. Today's video is going to be how to disassemble and clean a Kimber 1911 magazine. So this is the one that comes with the Kimber. So this breaks down completely different than most of the magazines that I'm used to, and I figured this would be a good video to show everybody. Okay, so the things you're going to need to do this is some type of CLP, something that cleans and lubricates. I'm not sponsored, so you could use whatever you like as long as it cleans and lubricates. You're going to need paper towel that doesn't leave any lint behind, something like this, or you could even use a rag. But again, the rag shouldn't leave any lint behind. It's very important. You're also going to need the tool that comes with the gun, a cleaning gun kit tool, something like this, so you could feed the paper towel down into the magazine. And then also you're going to need something like this, something very thin like this to feed through these holes. What we're going to do is we're going to compress this part all the way down, and then we're going to feed this through the hole all the way through, so this way it stops the spring from coming out. So you don't have to use a brush like this, but if you have something thin just like this, it'll work just as well. So let's get started. What we're going to want to do is we're going to take the magazine, put it in our hand like this, push down on this part right here like this with the tool, and you're going to get pretty far down in there. So once you get this piece down far enough, through here you're going to see that you don't want to put this through the circle with the top part, like over the top part. You want to put it where the spring is. So just about there. I don't know if you could see that. See if I lit it up a little bit more, there's spring right here. See that? So you want to push down a little bit more, push this in. Now you notice it's all the way through. And then what you're going to do is you're going to let loose slowly like that. And then it should still look like this. And at the top part should be loose now. If you have something like this that you could just pull the top part out, I'm going to pull it up to the top, or just simply turn it over. There you go, it fell to the top. You're going to just pull this part out, just like that. And then what we do is, now that we have the top part out, you're going to take the tool, put it back into the magazine, and then you're going to compress a little bit, and you're going to take this piece out. And then once you do that, slowly let the tool guide the spring back up. Take note that this round circle part of the spring is the one that's facing up. Take out the spring, and then that's it. You have disassembled the magazine. Now we have to clean it. We take one of our paper towels and we wipe everything down. So what we're trying to accomplish here is we're just trying to get the bulk of everything off of the internal parts of the magazine. So just like this, we're rubbing everything off. And then also what you want to do is maybe fold it and then put it in just like this. See how you get all that stuff out of there. It's been a very long time since this magazine's been cleaned, as you could tell. Now again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but what you just want to do is you want to get the bulk of everything. That looks clean enough to me. Next piece, get the spring. Same thing, you want just to wipe the bulk off. And all I'm doing is just spinning it. So this way it gets everything in between the springs. Just like that. This is good enough. Put that aside. Now before I start to clean the inside of the magazine, I like to take a little bit of CLP, put it on my fingers, just like that. And I like to coat the internal parts of the magazine The reason why I put the coating of CLP on all the internal parts of the magazine is while I'm cleaning the inside of the magazine, it's sitting on the internal parts and it's slowly but surely breaking off the hard baked on fouling. So now what I do is I'll take the paper towel and I'll push this down into the magazine. So basically all I'm doing is I'm putting the hook part in and I'm pressing it against all the four sides of the magazine and I'm rubbing it back and forth. So this way it's just rubbing and getting all the bulk off of the sides of the magazine. You'll never get the inside of the magazine perfect, but this is just to basically get the bulk of everything. So this way the magazine just keeps operating properly. And as you can see, it's pretty dirty in there. I will send another patch down just like this. And if you leave a little piece to hold on to it, like generally helps out and it won't get caught down there as often. Turn it inside out. Do the same thing. Feed that down. Hold on to this little piece right here. So you're going to go up and down and back and forth to wipe all four sides of the magazine. Just like that. And to me, that's good enough. It does not have to be perfect like I was telling you before. Just going to get the lip right around here because this part is what gets really dirty. So I'm going to make sure I wipe around here. Just like this. Now again, if you want to be very anal about how you clean your magazines, you can. But for me, like I was saying, I'm just trying to get the bulk because you're going to wind up doing this all over again anyway. That's pretty clean for me, so I'm satisfied on how that came out. So my suggestion is to clean your magazines every 6 months if you're going shooting on the regular basis. If you go a lot, let's say you're going 4 days a week, then I would clean it more often. One other thing you could do is put a little bit of oil on your fingers and then rub the outside of the magazine. And then once you have everything coated, take another piece of clean paper towel and wipe off the excess. This is just basically to clean the outside of the magazine. And that's it. Now once you've cleaned that off, now you have to take the excess CLP off of all the internal parts of the magazine. And we're basically just wiping everything down. Take this part, wipe this down. Okay, once that's off, now we can put everything back together. The orientation of the spring goes in just like this. So it's just like that. This little circle part is at the top. How you know which side the circle part should be facing, front or back, is it should be facing front because it's going to hook onto here once this top part is inserted back in. So it's going to go in this orientation. Circle is in the front. So it's going to go in just like this. Now what we're going to do, we're going to compress the spring with our tool. Goes in just like that. Once you see the spring right here is compressed downward, we're going to feed this through. And then we take this part right here and we insert it in just like this. So it slides in just like that in this gap. Just slide it in and it looks like that. Okay? So that's how it's going to look once it's in. Then what we do is we take our tool, press it down to compress the spring, and then we take this part out, slowly let the tool come back out, and then it's back together. So normally if I had snap caps, I would put them in here and cycle it through the gun just to make sure everything's functioning properly, but I don't have snap caps for this gun. If you're wondering what snap caps are basically dummy round. It's fake. You could put them in the magazine and cycle it through, you know, the gun, and it'll basically show you that the gun is functioning properly. So again, since we don't have those snap caps, we're just going to take this to the range, go shooting, and make sure everything's cycling perfectly. If you thought this video was useful, give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, put them in the comment section. And until next time, I'll see you in the next one.